As we saw in the InDesign Essential Trainings title, if you have the selection tool chosen in the tool panel, that's the black arrow, and you double-click anywhere on top of a type frame, it changes to the type tool automatically and places the cursor exactly where you double-clicked. That's just a little way that Adobe is trying to make it easier and reduce the work it takes to get from where you are to where you want to go. Now in CS3, they've added a few other little shortcuts involving the selection tools too. Let me show you what I mean. First, if you have the type tool selected and the cursor is already inside of a type frame, let's say here it is flashing or here it is selected some text, if I want to go back to the selection tool, the black arrow, I just hit the escape key. The escape key does the same thing as moving my cursor over to the tool panel and clicking on that black arrow selection tool. So that's very handy as well. Okay, now if I double click on a graphic frame, an image frame, instead of a type frame, what's going to happen? It changes to the direct select tool. Let me show you what I mean. I'll double click on this graphic frame and you see that it went from the selection tool to the direct selection tool. That's the white arrow tool. And it selected the frame itself. The frame, this outside frame, is selected, so I could change the shape or do whatever I would normally do to the frame itself. If I click once more with the direct selection tool, I select the image inside the frame, and now I can move that separately from the frame. Right? If I double click, I go back to the selection tool. So double click on this and I get the direct select tool with the frame selected. Click once more and I get the image. Double click again and I go back to the selection tool. These aren't life-changing shortcuts, but even if they speed you up just a little each day, it's really worth using them.